So everybody has come. All TD1, TD2 students. Everybody has come. How many participants we have? 17. So will somebody tell me what we have done with the last class? कोई बोलेगा कुछ? Last class में क्या हुआ था? What we have done till last class?
I think converting DFA to NFA.
Have we finished with that?
Yes, sir.
DFA to NFA. What is the status of Myhill-Nerod theorem? Are we done with that? No. We were just doing this, removing epsilons. Okay. So epsilon closure, this is the term which we were defining. Is everyone comfortable with this term epsilon closure? I'm asking, is everybody comfortable with the term called epsilon closure? This is last attempt from my side. Let me tell you guys. If you don't want to be interactive, it is going to take 15 days, mere 15 days, to me to finish the syllabus of TFL. Within 15 days, I can finish the syllabus. I'm giving a last attempt. If you are not going to reply properly, then it's not going to be good. Is everyone comfortable with this term? Epsilon closure?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Still, I got only 2 replies. Perfect. Good. So, epsilon closure of Q0, Q1. Epsilon closure of Q0 will be Q0, Q1, Q2. Epsilon closure for Q0 will be Q0, Q1, Q2. For Q1, it will be
Sir,
Q1,
screen is not
Q2.
visible.
Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then epsilon
Yes, sir.
closure for Q2, it would be Q2 itself. All right. And these are the new states on which you are supposed to work when you will be removing these epsilon transitions. All right. So these are the new states on which you are supposed to work. Now, what you have to do after finding out epsilon transitions, you have to get an automata, right? The automata which will not be having the epsilon transitions. So a new automata, let us say FA dash. If it's the new automata FA dash, okay. Now what it will contain? It will contain Q dash, which is the new set of states. It will contain F dash, which is the new set of final states. It will contain Q0 dash, which is the new initial state. It will contain sigma, which is the previous sigma only. There's no change in sigma. Okay. And then it will contain your new delta dash. So apart from this sigma, all rest of the four tuples will be new, which you will be getting here. All right. So now let us define one by one that what are the new tuples which we are supposed to have. All right. So your new Q0 dash will be the epsilon closure of Q0, which is Q0, Q1, Q2. All right. Your new Q dash will be what? Three new states, Q0, Q1, Q2. Then you will have Q1, Q2, and then you will have Q2. So these are the three new states. Then F dash, particularly in this question actually, because each of the new state contains, because each of the new state already contains this Q2 part, and here Q2 is supposed to be the final state. Then each of the new, so each of this new state will be the final state itself. All right. So only for this question or for this type of questions, we will have this Q dash and F dash remains same, identical to each other. All right. Now we have to search that what is the case along with your delta dash. So all we have to find out is that how to go for this delta dash. Okay. So let's study how to move to this delta dash. Okay. Now, this is the way how you should create this delta dash. I told you all these things, right? And now it is about the delta dash. So let me open a new slide to you where you will be able to find out the delta dash. What is the status of delta dash or how to get the delta dash for you. Okay. So this is the way to find the delta dash. See this. That's how you have to find the delta dash. Okay. Now, if I, so what is the first state what I had is Q0, Q1, Q2. If I want to find out the delta dash of this, delta dash does mean what? Delta dash does mean from every state, I should define the path with respect to each and every symbol. All right. So what I have here, I have here first state as Q0, Q1, Q2. That's what your state Q0, Q1, Q2. So you are supposed to define a path from this particular state with respect to A. And how to define it? Epsilon closure of Q0, Q1, Q2 with A. So this is what? This is nothing but the old delta only. This is nothing but the old delta only. Okay. And what is this? We are solving here this old delta. And whatever we are getting out of this, we are going to calculate the epsilon closure. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now what we are going to do, first you find out this delta of Q0, Q1, Q2 with respect to A. Do one thing, consider this diagram. Wait, let me remove this. Consider this diagram. Okay. And here you have to find out delta of Q0, Q1, Q2 with respect to A. Can you find it out? What we are supposed to have? Q0 to A, where we are going into Q0 to A. Can you see it in this diagram? Can somebody tell me? On Q0, if I pass A, where will I go?
Q0.
Q0 only. So answer to this particular thing is Q0. Yes or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now Q1 to A. Let's go to this diagram and let us find out where we are going from Q1 to A. Is there a path from Q1 to A?
No, sir.
That means we cannot go anywhere. That's why I have written here phi. Phi means it represents void or null set. Clear? Now next, I have to find out that from Q2 to A where I can go. Can you check? Tell me from Q2 with respect to A where we are going.
Nowhere.
There is no bus.
There is no path. That means again it has to be phi. So these three results have to be union. So Q0 union with phi, union with phi. Phi means nothing. The final answer I have Q0. And this epsilon closure of Q0 I have to find out. So can you tell me what is the epsilon closure of Q0? Just now we have written here.
Q0, Q1, Q2.
So that's what your answer as the delta dash of Q0, Q1, Q2 to A. The final destination state will be Q0, Q1, Q2 itself. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
Yes, sir.
now what you have to find out, you have to find out this delta dash with respect to this state for A, which we have already done. Now you have to find it out for B, for C, not only that, but all rest of the states also. What three states what we have got as the new state? What are those three states? This Q0, Q1, Q2, this Q1, Q2, and this Q2. So can you find out delta dash for all three of them?
Yes, sir.
Find it out. Come on, try this. Everybody try this. I'm putting myself on mute for next 2 minutes. Everybody is supposed to solve this. Yes. So have you done with this? This is the solution which you should get. Just cross check your solution with this existing one. From Q1, Q2 with respect to A, you are supposed to have 5. From Q1, Q2 with respect to B, you are supposed to have Q1, Q2 itself. And with respect to C, this should be the path. So these are the required paths, what I have already written here. Everyone should be comfortable. So is there anybody who is having doubts? Fine. No such person is there who is having doubts. So this is supposed to be your new delta dash. So now what you are supposed to create, you are supposed to create a transition table out of it. All right. So what are the states you are addressing? Q0, Q1, Q2. Okay. Then you are addressing Q1, Q2. Then you are addressing Q2. Right? If you see these states, so these are the various states which you are addressing. All right. Now, just for the convenience, as we have done before also, for the convenience purpose, what you can do, you can take different names for these states. All right. So if you want, you can have QA, you want to have QB, or you want to have QC, then you can have it like this. So different names can be given. And by considering these different names, now what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to create a new transition table for this. Okay. So everyone please do this. Make a transition table out of it. Everybody please make this transition table. This kind of table you should have. Make it on your own. And after finding out such transition table, convert the transition table into the transition diagram. Anybody who have completed?
Yes, sir.
Good. So tell me, what should I write here? Help me to make this transition table. Who has completed this table?
Yes, sir. I completed.
Yeah. So help me to make this transition table. Whatever you will say, I will write here. Tell me, what should I write?
It's Q1, Q0, Q1, Q2.
But with respect to this name, you are supposed to use this QA name. So say this table in this terminology itself.
Okay, sir. At first, A, B, and C.
QA,
QB, yes.
next one,
Q0, Q1, and Q2.
no Q0, Q1, Q2.
Why, sir?
Because now it is in this form, QA, QB, QC.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. It will be QA
Now complete the
for
first
the
row.
first one.
Complete
For
complete the first row. First of all, complete the first row. It should be QA, right?
yes, sir. QA,
Hmm.
QB. After that, QC.
Okay, fine. Next one.
It will be phi.
It
Then
cannot be
QB.
it cannot be phi at this point.
Why, sir? But
Phi can be written in these places. How can you write phi here?
not here, sir. Sorry, sir. QB.
Hmm.
Yes. Here phi. Then QB. Then QC.
Hmm. Fine. Next one.
Next one, QC, sir. For QC, it's phi. Then QC.
Fine. So from Q1, Q2, we are not supposed to go on phi. It should be Q1, Q2. So it should be QB itself. In fact, QC it is. This should be QC. You were wrong in this particular point. It is supposed to be QC. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And
The last is always QC because in the last table it was Q2 only.
from Q1, Q2 with respect to C. No, so Q2 is represented by QC only, no? Q2 is represented by QC here. Check it out.
Yes, sir.
So this is supposed to be QC. Are you clear with this?
Yes, sir. I think
Okay,
you just it's the
fine.
last is only QC because we in the previous table we have always Q2 at the C.
Correct. So now each and every state will be a final state here. Why? Because each state is having some composition of Q2, right? So all states are final states only. Now out of this, convert it into the transition diagram. Everybody try to do this. It's not going to be difficult. It should not be difficult for you at all. Convert this into the transition diagram. Be fast. I'm waiting for 2-3 minutes for everyone. Please convert it into the transition diagram.
It's done, sir.
Done, sir.
Yeah, so done with this. I hope nobody
Yes,
is. No, I hope nobody is finding out any kind of difficulty, right? Everybody must be comfortable with this one. Good. So this is supposed to be diagram. Okay. After this conversion. All right. So till now we have finished with removing epsilon transitions. We have finished with
Excuse me, sir.
discuss now. Yes.
Sir, your voice was lagging and we couldn't see the final transition
Yes. Speak
diagram
up.
because your screen is frozen.
Is am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Good. Very good. So that's what we have discussed already. Okay. Now we are supposed to discuss.
Sir, we couldn't see the final transition diagram because your voice was lagging and we couldn't see the screen.
See this. This is your final transition diagram.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, is everyone comfortable with this one? Shall I move further?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So before moving further, I just want you to have a quick look out at this complete concept And if there is anyone who is finding out any kind of doubt, you can ask me. Just spend one. So is everybody comfortable with this? Can I go further?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So next we have to discuss this Myhill-Néraud theorem. This is the next topic. Myhill-Néraud theorem. Okay. What is this Myhill-Néraud theorem? Actually, this is also used for minimization only. And question comes with the specific name. Okay. Minimization of TFA. And you have to remember one thing, that if your question is coming in your exam along with the name that you have to minimize this particular finite automata along with Myhill-Néraud theorem, in that case, don't use the previous method. Otherwise, you will be awarded by 0 marks, because these things are really strict. Okay, so if you have been asked that you are supposed to solve it by using Myhill-Néraud theorem, then only that technique should be used. Okay, make sure to remember this. Everyone, please remember this thing. All right, now let's moving further. Minimization of TFA by using Myhill-Néraud theorem. Okay, this theorem is quite dependent on set theory actually. So let me come on to that part. I have written this content already for other batches, so we don't have to waste our time in writing that content again. We can directly work on it. Now, let's understand one thing. Before applying this Myhill-Néraud theorem, all right, before applying this Myhill-Néraud theorem, you should always remember that first you should remove all the unreachable states from the DFA. Because if unreachable states will remain there, then Myhill-Néraud theorem is not going to work for you. Okay? So you have to make sure that you have removed all the unreachable states, and I'm quite sure that everybody must be comfortable in finding out unreachable state. I told you before while we were doing the minimization of DFA that how to find out unreachable states. You have to find out that is there some such state which does not have any incoming arrow. Okay, so now I am leaving you with this particular diagram. You have to find out that is there any
Outcoming
unreachable
cell or
state.
incoming?
No incoming. See, I'm saying in any of the way you can say it, right? You can say that it has only outgoing arrows. That is one way to say. Or you can say that it does not have any incoming arrow. In
Okay,
both the
sir.
cases,
Thank you.
it's one and the same thing. If you are saying it has only outgoing arrows, or in other words, you are saying it does not have any incoming arrow. All right, this is one and the same thing. So find out, is there any unreachable state in this DFA? Check this properly.
No.
Yes, sir.
Is there
No,
any,
no, sir.
No,
is there
sir.
any unreachable state
No,
available?
sir.
No,
Not
sir.
our. No, sir.
There is no unreachable state available in this particular DFA. So I'm damn sure that yes, now I can definitely implement this Mahel-Nerot theorem. Clear for this, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now, basically this Mahel-Nerot theorem works on the concept of equivalence classes. Okay, but as if now you don't have to get into this concept of equivalence classes and all. Don't go into this. What you have to do, you just have to follow the following procedure, what I'm telling you. Okay, so with this procedure, first what you should do is, first you should mark all the states what this DFA is having. Okay, so I do have the solution for this one. I have taken this lecture for other classes, so I'm already having its solution, but I want you to solve it. All right, so first list down all the state, all the states what it has. Just write it like this. Q, write a list of states. Take your paper, take your pen and start doing this. Otherwise you will never be comfortable with this kind of question. Take a paper, take a pen, start doing this. Otherwise you will never ever be comfortable with this. Done with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now sigma is definitely A comma B. Initial state is definitely Q0, and final states, as you can see here, Q2, Q3, Q5 and Q6. All of them are the final states. Is everyone clear for this?
Yes, sir.
So here what we have written, we have listed out the final state separately, and whatever the remaining number of states after this after removing these final states, that I have listed down separately. Okay, but as I told you, I already have the solution. You are not supposed to copy it. You are supposed to do it on your own. Take 2 minutes and do it.
Come on, everybody. List down F and Q minus F separately.
Done, sir.
Sir, please show diagram.
Everybody have done with this?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now, what next you
To do, you have to find out two compositions, right? So you have to be ready with in fact with four different sets. Okay, what four sets you should be ready with? You should be ready with F cross F. Okay, F cross F, then Q minus F cross Q minus F, then F cross Q minus F, and as last F this Q minus F cross F. Okay, you should be ready with these four sets. So whenever we will take next class, you should be ready enough with these four sets out of this. Okay, and then I will discuss it further. All right, is everybody clear for this?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
So that's all for today's class. Now, before taking your next class, you should be ready enough with these four different sets. Okay. Further, we will discuss in the next class. Now, time is for the attendance. So let's have the attendance. This class is TD1. TD1 and TD2 it is right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
TD1 students. Mark your attendance. Roll number 4014, Kushal. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
4080, Deepak Kumar. 002, Dhruvil. Dhruvil. 003 Hasti, 004 Bansi,
Present, sir.
005 Bansi is present.
Yes, sir.
005 Rutvik, 006 Vaibhav, 008 Nancy,
Present, sir.
009 Mansi,
Yes, sir.
011 Utsav,
Yes, sir.
13 Jeet,
Yes, sir.
14 Jay, 15 Pratik,
Yes, sir.
16 Dhrutvik, 29 Ayush, 32 Rohan, 19 Ghazi Abbas,
Yes, sir.
01 001 Hardik,
Yes, sir.
002 002 003 मानव. अभी जाना नहीं है क्लास से किसी को भी. Everybody should stay with the class until I don't say. Nobody should leave the class. 003 मानव. मानव प्रेजेंट है, एब्सेंट है? मानव नंदा, संजय नानजी भाई चवड़ा, 002 004 विवेक कुमार,
Yes, sir.
005 वासु,
Present, sir.
00 Vasu is present. Okay. 006 Tejas,
Present, sir.
7
Present, sir.
8
Yes, sir.
9 10
Present, sir.
001 Shyam, 002 Ria. Fine. Anybody else remaining for the attendance?
हेलो सर, आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ आ रही है.
सर ध्रुविल 002 TD1.
002 ध्रुविल. ठीक है. Fine. Anybody else? आज सुबह रिद्धि मैम की क्लास में प्रेजेंट थे आप सब लोग फिजिकली? वेट.